We've been building Instagram acquisition systems for local service businesses for over 2 years now, and we've generated well over $5 million for our clients. During this time, we've scripted and filmed hundreds of hyperlocal Instagram ads. Painters, daycares, football academies, window tinters, website designers, med spas, you name the niche, we've built the ad for it. You name the hook style, the film location, the call to action, we've tested it. And after all this time, we've mastered the perfect local Instagram ad. The exact ad structure that turns a local business owner into the most recognized name in their city every single time. And in this video, I'm going to break down the exact ad structure for you step by step so you can learn how you can start generating leads for your own business this week. Before I show you the perfect ad, first we need to cover what actually makes a local Instagram ad work, because most of what you've seen out there is literally wasted money on Mark Zuckerberg's company. The people just wasting their money on ad spend. And most local businesses fail because they have ads that look like ads. And it's just generic graphics, random stock footage, a logo slapped on a Canva template, the type of stuff that gets scrolled past instantly. A winning local Instagram ad has 5 non-negotiable elements, and I'm going to walk you through each one on the board right now. First things first is face on camera. You, not a voiceover. People buy from people. So you, as the local service business owner, your face needs to be on camera. The second thing, a local anchor. So it must be filmed at a recognizable location in your city. That's how people actually know you're local too. Third thing is a strong hook. The first 3 seconds, you only have 3 seconds to capture someone's attention. In that first 3 seconds, you want to have the local qualifier so you can qualify people locally, because you're not going to want to work with people outside your city because you don't service them, right? Local qualifier and a pattern interrupt. You have to interrupt their pattern. People are scrolling mindlessly like zombies, and you want to capture their attention and get them in the decision-making mindset. And you only have 3 seconds to do that in the hook. Clear value or proof to make sure that, hey, you don't only just say it, you back it up with results. The types of clients you've worked with, how many people you've serviced, how many people you've helped in your local city. That needs to be mentioned in that ad. Show the results, not just talk about them. And then a soft call to action that drives people into your profile. This is not a lead form. We're not getting people to fill out their name, email, phone number, and then hope that you call them back, right? We're building the audience first, because I promise you that audience is going to pay you years in advance, and you will never have to pay another dollar to get in front of their eyeballs ever again. And I'll show you why. The reason this works very, very, very well is because of 2 concepts. The first concept is called the neighbor bond. What this essentially means is that when someone sees your face at a local intersection that they recognize, somewhere local, right? You can be downtown, wherever it may be, but somewhere that people actually recognize, you bypass ad blindness. You're not a company anymore. You're a neighbor who happens to be the expert. The reason this works very, very well is because we're not running any direct response ads to cold strangers anymore. We're running profile visit ads that build your local audience. And that means that every follower is a future customer that you can reach for $0. Let's say you run that local ad, someone who is in need of your roof or in need of whatever service you may provide, they're going to buy. They are going to be in that hot buyer's pocket, and they're going to move forward with your service. But someone else that comes in, and maybe they're going through a divorce. Maybe I don't know, something can be happening in their life where they're not ready for your service right now, but they know they might need it in the future, or they know that they're going to circle back and actually want your service in the future. Do you think that they're ever going to see your ad again if you're running a cold lead form where they have to fill out their name, email, phone number? No. But if you get them in as a profile visit, as a follower, now they can see your content and your face and your stories every single day, and you're never going to pay another dollar for that customer ever again. By the time they actually want your service, they're still in your follow list, and they see your content, and they're going to actually reach out, and you don't spend a single dollar. Reg from Starsoak, in the first 6 hours of his ad running, he got over 40 new followers, messaged over 50 people, and started 11 conversations. And his exacts were that he woke up to notifications galore. Now that you understand what makes a good ad, I'm about to show you the exact hook formula that stops the scroll in under 2 seconds. But first, the hook only works if you understand one thing that most business owners get completely wrong about filming location. Let's break down the hook, because this is where 90% of local business ads die. The hook is the first 3 seconds. If you lose them here, nothing else matters. You understand that? Literally nothing else matters, because they scroll past your ad, you're gone, and there is no way to get in front of them ever again, right? So you have one job in this ad, especially in the hook. Make them stop scrolling. How do you do that? You do it in the hook. The way you do this is through a pattern interrupt and a local qualifier. So these essentially create curiosity and they feel like a neighbor talking, right? Not a commercial. The local qualifier is not, it's a non-negotiable. When someone hears the word, here's Calgary, and they're in Calgary, right? This instantly triggers something within them that, hey, this is for me. It triggers that reflex, that neighbor bond reflex. If you're in Denver, right, you want to call out whoever your ideal client is in Denver. So let's say you're targeting homeowners in Calgary, homeowners in Boston, ladies in LA, whatever it may be. You must call out your local audience and have that pattern interrupt. Ideally, the pattern interrupt should be visual along with auditory. And if you pair those two together, you will absolutely have a winning hook. The way you achieve this through the visual hook is by standing at a busy intersection or a well-known park or a recognizable strip mall, whatever it may be, somewhere maybe downtown in your city, somewhere where someone that you actually would service would recognize that local area. So if they see you and then they see that you're outdoors, and if you're downtown or wherever it may be, they're going to think, hey, this person is near me. They're not far. They're like a 15-minute drive away. And when they see that place and recognize it and they hear their city name, it's a double pattern interrupt. So when I was running my own content studio, we made beautiful content that got millions of views, but it didn't convert nearly as well because we were missing this local anchor piece. And once I cracked that, everything changed. So now that you got the hook, here is where it gets interesting. The body of the ad is where you either build that trust or you lose them forever. And the mistake I see is not one you'd expect. The body of your ad is where you go from a stranger to someone they trust in under 30 seconds. It's short. You keep it short. You're not giving a seminar here. You're doing one of two things. You're either showing proof or delivering a specific piece of value, right? So mention how many clients you've worked with. We've helped over 200 homeowners in Calgary achieve this type of result, or helped over 100 people in LA stop suffering with back pain, whatever it may be. Talk about that. Stack your proof, because it's one thing talking about it, another thing actually showing it. You want to back up your claims with actual results. You're not asking them to call you. You're not sending them to a website. You're sending them directly to your Instagram profile. That's the beneficial friction. They vet you, they see your content, they see your face, and they choose to follow. That follow is a micro commitment that leads to a conversation later on. One of our clients, Ali Gandour from Elite Football, ran this exact ad structure, and in less than 20 days, 25 closed deals and over 50 solid leads and over 150 messages on Instagram. The total ad spend, $700. And real quick, if you want my team and I to build this entire system for you, from scripting your ad, filming it, editing it, showing you how to launch it, and closing deals using Instagram, just like we've done for over 57 local businesses in Calgary already and over 100 worldwide, click the first link in the description to book in a call, or just DM me the word YouTube on Instagram. But for now, let's get back to the breakdown. Now let's talk about the CTA, the call to action. And this is where I need you to forget everything you've been told about advertising. Most business owners end their ad with call now for a free estimate or visit our website. That's a cold ask to a cold audience. It doesn't work. The CTA for a local Instagram ad is very simple. You drive them directly into your profile. And this is exactly how it works. This is exactly why all of our clients, including our own business, because we use our own medicine to generate our own clients, are able to close so many deals because it follows this simple structure. The ad, the profile visit, they see your content, the conversation, and they become a client. And if you do this and you do this well, no other business in your city will ever be able to compete with you. Why? Because they're still spending thousands of dollars on Google ads, SEO rankings, search engine results, where every other business is competing. None of your competitors know how to generate local leads directly off of Instagram. It's like being the first mover on Google 10 years ago. 6 months from now, if you do it right, nobody can catch up with you. Not only will you close so many deals directly from your local market and become a local authority, but you'll also have an additional 5, 10, 15K of new local followers that all know, like, and trust you because of your brand, and it will continue to serve your business for years in advance. And you'll never pay another dollar for them to see your business ever again. Why? Because they follow you and they see your content, they see your story, they see your ads all the time because they're a follower and you've built that hyper local brand. This is exactly like being the first mover on Google 10 years ago. So back to the call to action, you want to drive them directly into your profile. So for example, if you want to see more of our work and what we do for homeowners, hit that follow button. Drive them directly into your profile. Now we have a specific formula that we follow for our clients that work with us, but the general gist is that we're getting them straight into the profile. Asking for a follow is the cheapest ask in marketing. It costs pennies versus message us or fill out this form where you have to put your name, email, phone number. Ask any marketer, right? Or if you're running ads yourself or you're paying a marketing agency, check your cost per lead. Anywhere from 15 upwards of 30, even $50 per lead. Whereas with this system, whenever we spent $1 in, we get 8 to 10x that. Literally, it's a machine, it's a vending machine where you put in $1, you get $8-10 out. And it's because of the strategy. If you stick to lead form ads, you are still gonna get a higher ghosting rate, and the leads, when you call them back, they're not gonna remember filling out their name and phone number. They're gonna be cold leads, and excuse my French, they're gonna be shit because they won't convert nearly as well as someone that watches your ad, sees your content, sees you as an authority, comes in as a follower, and then converts in the DMs. The real conversion happens in the DMs after they follow you. That is where the speed to lead rule absolutely kicks in. And you respond within 2 to 4 hours, you personalize the opener, and you use the neighbor bond framework, right? Literally respond to them like a neighbor. Like, don't have some autoresponder or a robotic template that you respond with. Just respond like a human, like a neighbor. Imagine this. You film one 45-second ad at a local recognizable area. You spend $35 a day, and within 2 weeks, every time someone in your city opens up Instagram, they see your face. You're not chasing leads anymore. You're choosing which clients you want to work with. That is what this ad structure makes possible. So again, to show you how this all works together, you have the hook, which is 3 seconds. You want to have the local qualifier and interrupt the scroll so they don't scroll past the video visually and in an audio format. So you're calling them out, whoever that ideal target audience of yours is, whether they are business owners or homeowners or ladies or men dealing with chronic illness, whatever it may be, right? Maybe not that. You might get banned from Meta. Call them out and have that visual pattern interrupt by being in a recognizable area. Then move on to the body. Proof stack, value drop, mention how many clients you've worked with, how many clients you've helped, what you do, and then the call to action. Drive them straight into the profile to hit that follow button. The total time, anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds max. Once you do that and you launch it the correct way with the right targeting, you absolutely dominate your city and crush your competitors. Why do we know this works very, very well? Because we have a bank of over 150 proven winning local ads we've tested across multiple markets. We reference this every single time that we script a new ad for a client, and it literally takes all the guessing out. And again, when you do this right, you will be closing deals like clockwork. One of our clients, Omer Malik, a realtor based in Calgary, closed 4 deals directly off of Instagram alone and credited the strategies and the community support for leveling up his approach. And then just a couple of days ago, let me jump to the present here, he actually ended up closing another 2 deals back to back directly off of Instagram. So again, that is the perfect local ad. This is the exact ad structure that we've used to generate over $5 million for local businesses across Canada and the US. It's yours. Use it as a framework for your own business, and I guarantee you will see better results than whatever you are running right now. But here's the thing. You can have the perfect ad, but you could still be targeting the wrong radius. You could still have a profile that repels people instead of converting them, or you could still be fumbling the DM conversations, leaving money on the table with no actual system that tracks revenue and guarantees that you are converting all of the leads at the highest quality possible. So there's so much more that goes into dominating your local market beyond just the ad. The ad is one piece of the puzzle. Unless you have the whole system, the content strategy, the DM framework, the retargeting, the KPI tracking, then just having a good ad is going to be a waste of your time and ad spend. So if you want the full picture, the entire Instagram local authority system installed in your business so you can stop chasing leads and start owning your city, click the first link in the description right now. On that page, you can book a free roadmap call with my team. We'll map out exactly how to make you the most recognized name in your market, just like we've done for over 57 businesses, specifically in Calgary, and over 100 around the world right now that are using this exact system. So if you're a local service business owner, a contractor, a painter, a realtor, med spa academy, whatever it may be, click that first link in the description, book that call, and I'll see you there. And if you're not ready for that yet, watch this next video right here where I break down the full 3-phase system behind the local authority method. It's going to show you exactly how all of this fits in together. All right, I'll see you in the next one and have an amazing day.